Hello, welcome to Recall Gaming Exploits. I know it's been a while, I do apologise, I've had some health issues, I had to go to hospital, I had some ECGs done, x-rays and all the things. Lovely people at the NHS checked me out, made sure my heart and everything was okay, all the vitals, and yeah, I'm okay apparently. But yeah, I was looking a bit ill, rather badly ill for a while there, but I'm okay now, luckily, so hopefully I'll be able to put out some more videos again. Luckily I weren't out of commission for too long. I mean, for a moment now, I was a bit, iffy, like 50-50 what was going to happen. But yeah, luckily I'm okay. The only thing that stopped me from making videos now is the fact that I got a little puppy who gets in the way of everything, chews all the things, and pisses and craps all over the floor. So that's why I can't record as much recently, is because I'm having to look after this pup, because otherwise it's going to tempt house party. So PC upstairs, main PC upstairs in the bedroom. I've got to be able to let him outside. I can't throw him out the window, so I do have to stay downstairs, unfortunately. Which means I've been streaming all my games to my rather underpowered laptop. So I've been playing on that. So I'm still playing games, and I have still put these Gunner glasses, Gunner PPKs through their paces. I'll be putting out a video soon about how they got on, what I actually think of these, and whether they're worth the money. I know gaming glasses, a bit of a weird one, but you know, I'll try anything if it stops my headaches, frankly. So yeah, I mean, a lot's happened. Obviously, we've got the Final Fantasy VII Remake, everyone knows about that, but speculations on overdrive. There's so very little being announced, and so much speculation that it's utterly captivating and fascinating. I keep looking into it. Aside from that, we've got the Resident Evil 2 remake, which, yes, I'm ecstatic for, and yes, I hope that they make a Resident Evil 3 remake as well. Honestly, I know some people might kick me for that one, because, I mean, I don't know, Resident Evil 3 was sort of a bit marmitey. Some people absolutely loved it, like I did, and some people thought it was the weakest of the first 3 games, and that's fair enough. I thought the weakest, to be honest, was like Resident Evil 1, but that was due to like wonky mechanics, and like I only played the original, and that was very wonky and stuff, and obviously Resident Evil 2 smoothed that out, and Resident Evil 3 just added more action to the franchise. And more action was good, but it definitely went out of control by the time Resident Evil 4 came along, and then the rest of them it's just lost the horror element now. So I'm loving the fact that they wound it back, and I haven't played Resident Evil 1 remake HD remaster, which just reminds me of Street Fighter, the movie, the game, if you ever saw that. Yeah, because obviously they remastered the remake of Resident Evil 1 that was released on the GameCube. So yeah, that's a bit weird. I'm glad they've done that. I haven't actually played it yet, and I really do want to. So hopefully one day it'll go on sale and I'll get it then. I do still have to watch my finances. And also, like with Resident Evil 2 coming out as well, I don't see how you could not have a Resident Evil 3 remake come out after that, because the fact is that why have the first one and the second one then not complete the original trilogy? Because you got to think of the first 3 games as the Raccoon City trilogy. My phone keeps going off. Ignore it, it's fine. Because I mean, like the whole Raccoon City outbreak sort of starts, it begins with the Resident Evil 1 scenario. So like that's sort of your prelude to the disaster that inevitably occurs in Raccoon City, and then obviously that ends with Resident Evil 3. So I don't see how you can have the beginning, middle, and not the end of a chapter that is Resident Evil, because obviously Resident Evil 4 sparked off loads more stuff, and Veronica was sort of in the middle. Veronica, actually, Resident Evil Veronica is one that always gets forgotten. It's like my last Resident Evil game that I actually liked. That's the last one. It's not 3, it's Veronica. And Veronica sort of harkened back to 2 in the way that it played out, but it was the first one with fully 3D environments. So that one still holds up today, actually. The graphics are pretty good. A little bit of a, I don't know, remaster, and then that would be good to go, I think. But yeah, definitely worth checking out. My dog's barking out. All the noises in the background, I do apologise. As you can tell, things have been rather hectic. So yeah, obviously Steam Boy as well. I don't know what the actual name of it is, but Steam Boy has been announced, and it has specs and stuff. It's rather on the low end of things, but so you're not going to be able to play like current gen now, current gen, new gen, whatever next gen the fuck you want to call it, where we are now, present day gaming. You're not going to be able to like play your Arkham Knights on it. Then again, you can't play your Arkham Knights on the PC at the moment anyway, so I don't know why I'm using that as an example, but you can't play modern day games on it, you'd have to play like sort of, I don't know, your Counter-Strikes. You know, so I mean, it's going to be good for that. It's going to be good for your older PC games and your indie titles. And let's face it, there's plenty of games on Steam. I mean, a lot of games that I play on Steam now are actually older games, not necessarily newer games, because frankly, I think that the newer games are sort of going to their dogs a bit. I don't know what it is, but a lot of new games just don't do it for me at all. I think it's all been made a little bit too user-friendly. Maybe it's just a sign that the newer generation of kids are absolutely retarded. I have no idea. I'm not a scientist. But, yeah, I mean, new games sort of put me off. Loads of microtransactions, loads of noobishness, loads of auto-saving every 2 seconds. It's just linear fucking boredom. But hopefully things will pick up. I've still got a few games that I'm excited for, like XCOM 2. I can't wait for that. I really cannot wait for XCOM 2 to come out. Obviously Fallout 4 I'm going to be checking out. So yeah, I mean, it's still exciting times. And plus Resident Evil 2 and Final Fantasy 7. I cannot wait. I have no idea what they're going to do with Final Fantasy 7 and Resident Evil. I guess I keep saying I've got Resident Evil on my brain. Resident Evil 2 as well. I mean, like, I hope that they don't open things up too much, because I mean, this whole thing with next gen, want to open things up and make things bigger and better and raw. But the thing with Resident Evil, and I think it's what's been lost in a lot of the new Resident Evils, is the fact that Resident Evil was really good at making you feel a bit claustrophobic and a bit terrified. You know, it was more apprehension. You were sitting there constantly apprehensive of what was around the corner. That had partially to do with the set camera angles, partially due to the lighting and the design of the way that the game played, like the atmosphere that it brought to the player. It's a very lonely, claustrophobic experience, and just constantly on edge, waiting for the next jump scare, which the new games have lost, because it's all been opened up, and now you're running around with flamethrowers and grenade launchers by level 2, whereas the flamethrower, grenade launcher, and rocket launchers and all the rest of it from in the original games, yes, they were there. Even Resident Evil 1 had a rocket launcher and a grenade launcher. The thing is that the grenade launchers and the rocket launchers and all that were very scarce. You was actually afraid to use them, because if you used them at the wrong time, that would be it. You'd just completely screw yourself later on and be fighting the biggest monster in the game with just your Beretta, which would not be a fun experience. So, you know, you'd end up... You never end up using all your ammo for those. If you did, then it'd be on the final boss. But like you'd always have the ammo there, just in case. That was the thing, just in case. You'd be running around with Beretta constantly. You've got these massively powerful guns sitting in your storage box, but you're like, no, I'm going to keep this Beretta and this shotgun, because I don't want to use the bigger guns just in case. And you don't get that with the new games, because they're like level based and stuff. It's one of the things that I think completely killed the survival horror aspect of Resident Evil. And Final Fantasy 7, I'm absolutely clueless. Apparently they're going to change the battle system, which I'm not a particular fan of. They do change it and it works out awesome, but I really, really do think that if they're going to change it, regardless of what the fuck they think, they should have an option, a clear defined option in the options menu, and it, I don't know, could be something that you pick before the game even starts, or something you can chop and change between as you progress through the game. But there should be a clear defined option. I want the ATB active time battle system from Final Fantasy VII Original on or off. And that should be a thing. If they don't do that, I'm gonna cry or something. I don't know. It'd just be utterly catastrophically destructive to me. Because I love Final Fantasy VII. The fact is, one of the best things about it was actually the battle system. I'm actually currently playing through Final Fantasy VI as well. I don't know if I'll be able to get any footage up of that. Hopefully I will. I mean, I've never played Final Fantasy VI, and I'm planning to play Chrono Trigger soon, so I'm catching up on some old RPGs whilst I've been ill. That I never actually got to play when I was younger. So yeah, I mean, I'm picking up all sorts of random stuff, and I might actually try and get a Dreamcast soon, because I still love that console, the original Dreamcast. But yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy VI so far, I'm right near the start of the game, and yeah, so far it's actually pretty good. Actually shocked at how well the battle system works and stuff. Obviously I've never played the sprite-based Final Fantasy games, so really interesting to see a bit of history there. But anyway, I'm going to go now. Thank you for watching Recall Game Exploits. Do that stuff every other channel tells you to do. I hope that I haven't been too boring in my random babbling of... it's just, there's been so much happened in the space of like the past couple of weeks where I've been kind of out of commission. I just frankly don't know what to talk about, so I'm just saying all the things that come into my head. Might be the best way to do it, I have no idea. But yeah, do that stuff here, channel tells you to do, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.